Okay, guys, we are back. So, we're going to continue with getting all the things moved to their different places. And last we were kind of working on the green stuff, and we're going to continue to work on the green stuff. We're going to go up here and get these farms moved out of where they are, and we're going to get them down into our green area. Last episode, I had not rerun my pickup train for my construction items. We've got that run. But our tree production is going. Now, right now we're belting that up. Of course, eventually we want to put that on belts so that we can send it different places and what have you. But like I say, today we're going to work on our farms. And one of the reasons we're going to get that working is over here for our nutrient pulp. We're having to hand carry these plants down here to make our nutrient pulp. If we get our farms moved, we can just belt that over and take it from here and right on up. Now, the thing with these farms, if you'll remember, these first three take water and soil. These next three, they take salinated water and sand, and these last ones take mud and various forms of mud water, whether it's light mud water or medium mud water or heavy mud water. So we don't have those currently on our fluid bus, and I'm not entirely sure that we're going to put them on our fluid bus. We'll see. We may liquid train them down there. I don't know. I'm still debating on that. But right now, the ones that we can definitively hook up are these three right here, because they only need water and they need soil. And soil, we are already producing down here. We're making the soil here in our assembly machines down here from our composters. But that right now it's enough to keep up with our trees. But that's about it. So we're going to have to expand how much soil we are making, which the way we're going to do that is we're just going to run up some more composters and expand that out and get it going. So that's going to be our first step here, is we're going to rearrange this a little bit and get more soil production, and then we're going to bring those farms from up here down here. So we need ourselves some more composters. And we're just going to line these up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be enough to get us going. Now, that does mean we got to change our belt here and bring it in from further up, like that. We're gonna block that until it clears out this soil on here. No sense picking it up and putting it down. We can just do that and get her going. Let's get rid of the little bit of soil we managed to pick up in the process here. And then while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and run. We don't need to go that far with it. We only need to go really to right here. Right? That'll give us that. And we need poles. So that'll start giving us our compost. As soon as this soil clears out of here, we can work on, do we have any factories? We do not. All right. We'll have to bring some factories down, run some factories down the line here. Let's go see if we got any on the train while we're waiting for that to clear out. And if we don't, we can pick some up. I think we have them in the assembly line at this point. Yes, we do have them on the train, though. So we'll just go ahead and pick these. Oh, we got two piles of them somewhere. We got a pile of them there. That's more than enough. And our research is still cooking along. It's kind of slow. What's holding us up right now is our green science production is not giving us nearly as much as what we need or what we can tolerate, I guess. So we are going to have to right that wrong very soon. There we go. And then this, we just got to bring them out from here. And then we got to bring 2 in from here. And then 1 out from each of them. Right? Tell this to do that. And then it's just a matter of laying down power. So and 1 there just because we didn't get it. Looks like we didn't get 1 there too. Not a problem. Right, so now we got extra soil production coming in. That should start to back up our soil there. And that will be fine because ultimately we will be taking our soil from there and bringing it up here. Once these ones get caught up, etc., etc. Okay, so there's that. So now we got to go up here. And first thing, let's do it this way. Let's do this. Let us grab a blueprint of this. And do we have any of the... Nope. Okay, good. And then we'll bring this down here where we're at. And it is going to go in right about here. Right? Because we're going to have to bring up soil and insert soil. So let's go ahead and throw her down right about there. We're going to turn our nanobots off because we don't want them doing our stuff for us yet. Oh, you know what? And we've already screwed it up. So let's take it all away. Good thing we don't have our nanobots turned on, right? Because what we actually want to do, flip this over. And kind of line her up there. I guess really that's close enough. Because each of these needs water, so we can just go right here. Right, like that, right? So that gives each of them water. And then they're each going to need soil. So if we do soil, right to there. Right? Then we just got to go pick them up. Now, we are going to put down these warehouses because before we actually start producing, we are going to grab what's up there and move it down here. So we don't want them producing yet, right? But we can go ahead and do all the things we need to do prior. Right, and then we need chests. Excuse me. All right. And we need a couple more chests. We'll do 5. And then we need filter inserters. I think that was actually also a filter inserter that we need. No, it's just a regular inserter. But that is most definitely a filter inserter that we needed. Right? And then we just need the seed processing, and we need the farm itself. So there's that. Let us go. Let us do this. Let us put a warehouse down here and put absolutely everything we're carrying in it, because we don't need to carry any of it. And then we can go ahead and we can go back and forth and we can bring this stuff down here. So give me a second and I will be back with you. And it's going to take me more than a second, but it'll be only a second or two for you guys. Okay, there we go, guys. So now we have all 3 of these working. Just plain water and soil coming in, right? And that's going to make all of our stuff come out. Now, these ones are a circular process to create the seeds. This one, on the other hand, is not. You get some seeds and the product. So you're never going to fill up the seeds unless you continue to cycle the product. So I think for now, what we're going to do is we're going to take out of this one to do our nutrient supply over here. So we're going to go ahead and come across here, and we're going to come right down here. So right now we have this set up to be taking in this zombie calyptus, whatever, turning that into beans, right? That turns it into beans, and then from beans it turns it into nutrient pulp. But if we come down with, what is this up here? We can do the same thing. We can turn this into something else. So this is ochronome. So if we do ochronome, where is, if we take ochronome seeds and we can turn them into compost. Okay, so it looks like the only thing we can turn them into is that. So maybe we won't be using that. All right, so let's take a look at, let's do it this way. So there's our nutrient pulp. To craft nutrient pulp, we can use beans, we can use corn, we can use leaves, we can use nuts, pips, fruits, right? So beans come from bifran or zombie calypsis. Corn comes from Candenolia, wheaten, which is what we're making. Something else. I'm not going to try and pronounce these names. Okay, so wheaten we're making down here. Leaves come from The Sondercrest, Oakonome. Okay, so Oakonome gives us leaves and cellulose fiber. Well, we don't need the cellulose fiber, I don't think. So maybe we're not going to do leaves. Right? Maybe we're just going to go ahead. Maybe we're just going to go ahead and do the wheaten instead. The wheaten's going to be the easiest. It's not going to give us any byproducts, I don't believe. Wheaten usage. Wheaten's going to give us either wheaten seeds, corn, or compost. So the corn we can just pop right on in there. So I think we're going to do wheaten for the time being. We can always come back and change these later. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and do wheaten. So the wheaten's going to come over. And let's put this in. Just to fill both sides. That's going to come on down here. Now we got to get rid of this stuff. Let's put a chest down, get it out of the way. There we go. That gets that out of the way. So now we're going to change this to wheaten processing is going to give us corn. And then we're going to change this to nutrient pulp from corn. And there we go. So now we're making nutrient pulp from corn. Or we're making corn from wheaten. There we go. So that's all set up now. Now we just got to get rid of that stuff. And what can we do with it? Zombiclyptus. Zombiclyptus. Usage. We can turn it into Zombiclyptus seeds. We can turn it into beans. Or we can turn it into compost. So I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to turn that into compost for now. Do we have another composter? We do not, but we can make one. So for the time being, just to get it out of our hair, we're going to add another composter up here. And we're going to turn that stuff into compost. Oops, not that slot. We want to put it in there. All right. Let's make one trip. There we go. So that'll turn that into compost. Eventually we'll get rid of that, and then we can take that composter out. Or we can run this line up and pick up that composter, which is what we'll probably do. We'll probably just run this line all the way up, pick up that composter, and that'll add us another composter on down the line. And we can actually, if we really wanted to, do that. And where's my inserters? I know I have inserters. There they are. So we do there, 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 and there. Right? And then that will go ahead and continue to feed. We did that wrong, but that's okay. We'll fix that real quick. Ta-da! Now it's fixed. All right, so there we go. So that's all hooked in. So that'll work, guys. Now we just need to bring down our other 6 farms, and I think we're just going to line them up on here, and then we'll train the materials down to them. So off camera, I think I'm going to work on getting those 6 moved, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, but that's slowly but surely getting our green stuff moved. All right, I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Bye.